With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified every single time that I pull up. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for all the love, the support, the bookings, the donations. If you would like to book a personal reading, very first link is in the description box. Head on over to thegoddessoftheunknown.com to book your personal reading today. And if you would like to leave a virtual tip, then the tip jars are in the description box as well. I guess I'll address the elephant in the room. My hair is completely different. This is my first time switching up my hair since I locked it a year and 6 months ago. So yeah, I used to always be switching up my hair and stuff. So I don't know, we're experimenting, just trying out old things. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just had to address the elephant in the room, because you guys have literally never seen me switch my hair before. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheats in. Okay. Anyway. So as you can tell from today's pick a card, we are going to find out, why are people enamored by you? Yeah, you all the way over there with the red hat on. Burgundy. I'm seeing like a burgundy t-shirt with the sleeves pushed up to the elbows, possibly some white writing on it, or like white trim, white stitching. It might be like Aeropostale or something. And I'm seeing also a red baseball cap, bright red baseball cap, possibly Aeropostale as well, Hollister or something, I don't know. But anyways, that was for somebody. We're gonna be doing a pick a card on why people are so enamored by you. Alright, yeah, every single one of you on the other end of this video, there's something that just captivates people about you, and we're gonna go ahead and boost you up, hype you up a little bit, you know, and then to keep it spiritually aligned, I'm going to do a part 2 for your best and worst qualities, if you will, just to see what comes out, because that title came to me. So no more long talking, let's go ahead and get this dish on and pop in. Yeah. And my 4 groups are laid out right here. Let's find out, why are people so enamored by you? Group number 1, Blue Lace Agate with the Everyday Tarot, the mini cards. Group number 2, Rose Quartz with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Group 3, Carnelian with the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. And group number 4, Amethyst with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun Oracle. Feel free to pause the screen if needed, and don't forget to head on over to your part 2 to find out your best and worst qualities. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and if you'd like to leave a monetary donation, there is a virtual tip jar. Always appreciated, never required. And check out my other channels where I make music, personal videos, and spiritual videos. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so welcome group number 1. If you selected this blue lace agate, and this is your reading. So I'm hearing serene nights, and then I started hearing, on some nights like this, shawty, I can't help but think of us. What is that? Reminiscing, sipping, missing you. Can you tell me what's with all the distant love? That's Kehlani, Nights Like This. I believe that's the title of the song. So why are people enamored by my group number 1s? It's something about your peaceful, peace-seeking nature. You are one who is for the masses, is what I'm getting here. You look for the opportunity that's best for all. So selflessness. wow. The Four of Pentacles just came out with the Moon, but since they both came out, I'm not going to take them. But with the Four of Pentacles and the Moon here coming out, I'm hearing the word desolate. Desolate? Desolate? Let me see, I'm going to look that up. But I'm hearing like a desolate desire. Deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. So that makes complete sense. You have experienced loneliness, abandonment. Yeah, the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have experienced this firsthand. You know what it's like, and so now you go out of your way to be that that hand, that helping hand for other people. Yeah, the Four of Wands, that solid foundation for someone to depend on. Justice, the Seven of Wands and Five of Wands, especially in their time of need, especially when it seems like the world is up against them. Yeah, the Five of Cups has come out again. So tell me, why are people enamored by my group number ones? Then we have the Empress coming out with strength. Okay, I really don't want to take like cards that come out with more than one, but we'll see. But with the Empress coming out with strength, it's definitely talking about the journey of the Empress. The Empress doesn't just wake up the Empress. The Empress goes through a lot of shit in order to become this breeding ground for luck and prosperity and abundance. Okay, so your first card coming out here. Why are people enamored by my group number ones? I'm also hearing for a large sum of this group, it's your looks. Okay, like everyone is beautiful in their own ways, but of course there's like societal standards of beauty and deviating from the norm types of beauty. Okay, so there's different types, but I'm seeing here for this group, your looks has a lot to do with it too here. Wow. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. And talk about unconventional beauty. This is what I'm saying. So you may not be society's standard of beauty, whatever that may be, okay? Whatever you believe that society's standard of beauty is, you may not align with that, but that doesn't mean that you're not beautiful, okay? So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, wow, the Wheel of Fortune coming in the reverse with the King of Wands. All right, so now I'm also picking up this energy of no one's gonna come and save you. So you kind of like got up and saved yourself in a sense. For some of you, okay, people are enamored by you because what I'm seeing here is that maybe you are this unconventional beauty and maybe not a lot of people see it. But I'm getting this energy of pretty privilege coming through here. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it really doesn't matter. But I'm picking up on like this pretty privilege thing where someone feels like they didn't benefit from that. So they kind of realize like no one's going to come and save me because I'm not this pretty damsel in distress. So I'm going to save myself, and look at where that gets you. Okay, you've become your own energetic match when it comes to putting yourself out there, setting a standard, and evolving and moving into whatever chapter of your life it is that you desire to move towards. Okay, I'm really focusing on the wand with the King and Queen of Wands here. Wow, and look at that Three of Swords. So people are enamored by your beauty because quite honestly, it stems from a pain, but that's where all beauty comes from. Like, life is beautiful itself, but it doesn't come without its struggles, without its pains. And I mean, look at the beginning of life, the way that a woman struggles. Well, I won't say struggles, but you know, like, it's not fun. So seeing that it's not fun, that's the kind of energy that's coming through here, is that you are just being recognized for maybe kind of like making people pay attention to you when they counted you out here. That's definitely something. Yeah, I feel like people are enamored by you because they didn't expect something of you here. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and continue on. Why are people enamored by my group number ones? Blue lace agate. Okay, so, and then also this stone is representative of what relates to why people are enamored by you, and it's definitely your ability to I'm hearing get up and talk or get up and ask. You're not afraid to kind of put yourself out there, to let it be known what it is that you desire and why, okay? The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And so this is where you stepped into this energy in your life and you said, okay, I see that no one's going to come and save me. I really am picking up this energy of like, you could have been bitter about this, but you decided to let it make you better instead of that. Look at that, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is why people are enamored by you, because of what you have manifested on the 3D for yourself. And let's be real here. Sometimes this doesn't have to do with like, oh, look at her car, her house, or his shoes, or his wallet. No, sometimes it's really just about look at how much energy you have manifested for yourself to move forward in this life. And I feel like energy, passion, that's what I'm talking about, the drive. People are enamored by your drive, your ability to go on, your ability to transform a situation, your ability to see the positive in all things. Why are people enamored by my group number ones? I'm hearing don't stop. Okay, so there's also this energy of someone watching you like pursue something or someone, and you're making something of it. Okay, there's two there, so I don't want to take those. But that's what I am getting here though, is with this King of Wands here, I almost view this as people observing you, because the King of Wands is upright, but watching the Queen of Wands in the reverse, while the Queen of Wands is watching the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So people are enamored by your ability to kind of like distract yourself with the promise of your own success to come. Like you're so busy working on whatever this wheel is and trying to turn it around for yourself. I'm hearing you spin my head right round, when you go down, when you go. So it's almost as if you're so focused on like building something or creating something or fixing something that you are not recognizing how many people are recognizing you. And people are enamored by the fact that like it's like you are this beauty queen that is exactly separate from everyone else. Boundaries here. It's like you have developed into this version of you that attracts a lot of different things and a lot of people, places, but now you don't really desire that. Okay, so it's your ability to boss up and then show people why you don't need them. Okay, like that's why people are enamored by you. I feel like people expect a lot of handouts from you in some way, shape, or form, whether this is monetary or energetically. But I just see that you have fuel for people. You have light to give out to people, and people kind of come in with their hand out, and you're just busy working on you, fixing your situation, doing this, that, and the third. For a lot of you too, people are enamored by you because they feel like you have like this certain standard of beauty, but you don't acknowledge it. Okay. And then we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So what people find enamoring about you is your appearance and how basically I feel like it's this storyline coming through to say like if anyone else looked like you, they would be like vain, they would be this, they would be that, and because you are not that, that's what's really drawing to people. Okay, so continuing on, what do people find so enamoring about my group number ones? Inner authority, exactly. Look at you working on your thing, just doing your thing, not really worried about who may or may not be watching, because you found the power within. Okay, that's what this Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about. It's like I feel like this Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is just you not really worrying about what the outside looks like to people. Meaning you don't care if you look like you're trying too hard to do something, or you feel like you look like this. You don't really care about appearances, and this is another thing that people are enamored with when it comes to you. And what I mean by not caring about appearances is this doesn't mean that you don't care about the way that you look. It's like you don't care about how people perceive you based on your appearances, okay? Second opinion, exactly, second opinion. You don't care about it. You're like, you could toss that to the trash because I don't give a shit. All right, so let's continue on with my group number ones. Why are people enamored by my group number ones? All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to prepare yourself for part 2 to find out your best and worst qualities. I'm not really sure what's meant to come out in that reading, but Spirit brought that title to me for part 2, so let's go ahead and see what it's all about. If you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box, head on over to thegoddessoftheunknown.com to set your appointment. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me directly through the website messaging system, okay? All right. Check out my other channels. I make music, personal videos, spiritual videos. Let's get to it. Closing messages. Why are people enamored by my group number ones? Impulsiveness. Aries energy coming out here, the number 1, and being represented by Mars. This is completely, this is complete acknowledgement of you just kind of going for things, okay? It's like you have this, there's nothing to lose energy in here. You really weigh your options in situations, and you're like, okay, I see where I could go right, and I see where I could go left, I see where I could go wrong, but I'm going to try it anyways and just have faith that everything will work out. Let's see. Empathy here. Okay, and wasn't I saying? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The selflessness. You know, it's so funny though, because I was talking like about you being selfless, but then there's also this energy of like you being in your own world, you not being concerned with what people have to say or do. But I see it's because whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever it is that you're building towards, it's for the greater good of the masses. I'm talking like Aquarian energy for more than just you. And then we have empathy that came out here with the moon and Pisces. So this is you putting in actions to completely demolish, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm hearing insignificant social constructs, like trying to like make a difference to pull people away from monotonous day-to-day matters or things that just we have put value on but don't require our attention. I'm seeing here that you are so enthralling to people because what you choose to focus on seems so much more important than what people choose to focus on, and it kind of inspires them to shift their focus in their own life as well. All right, I'm gonna take the card that flipped over. Yeah, it was literally, out of all the cards that fell, this one is the only one that showed face up, and it's seduction here, and that is Jupiter and more Piscean energy. So here we are with you destroying social constructs of the subconscious mind, letting people know where they got you effed up, where they have life effed up. I'm hearing, I'm just saying you could do better. I'm seeing 1, 12, and 12. And then the number 7, influence. Wow. Okay, so I see that people are enamored by you because in some way, shape, or form, you have built up a system of influence or power, or people are starting to pay attention to you, okay? And this is like a ground up kind of energy. Again, this does not mean that you have to have your own business or this or that. You can be a ground up person and be a student, okay? Maybe you started from a place where you didn't have the financial means, and now you're like providing other people with financial stability. So it's just this energy of a complete turnaround here, and then you helping people that needed the help that you needed. You are becoming the help that you needed, because you decided that you weren't going to be that damsel in distress, or you realized that no one was going to come and save you. However, it may have worked out for you, but just know that people are enamored by you because of the doors that you have opened for yourself and the doors that you are opening for others. In this card here, like, it's funny the way that the reading is set up. I'm looking in the center of your reading, and there is this gate that I can see that you are the one who has the key to unlock. This is a whole new portal, a whole new reality to kind of exist in, okay? It's like you're trying to introduce people to a new way of being, whatever this may equate to in your life. Take it as it resonates, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this portion of your reading right here. Let's go ahead and get into group number 2, and you head on over to your part 2 of this reading. Alright, so my group number 2s, if you felt aligned with group number 2, the color pink, rose quartz stone, and this is your reading. Alright, and so you are my chill folks, okay? Like, the way that your energy came in, it's like it's almost as if I'm conducting an interview right now, and you come in after group number 1, and group number 1 seemed really cool to me, like seemed really chill, all this and all that. Like, no vibes, no bad vibes with group number 1. But you come in and you make me realize that group number 1 is type A personality. You are type B personality, okay? Let me tell you. You come in here and you just kind of shake everything up. I just realized this was laying down. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, you come in and you're not afraid to put your 2 cents in. You're really real. You are really real. You keep it a buck, but it comes from the heart. This is my group that will tell the truth, even when it may hurt. You guys may even smoke a bit. I'm hearing, what is that? Smoke a little bit, drink a little, I get, I don't know. Smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, something, I get effed up. I don't know. I hear the flow in my head, but I do not know that song. Okay. Let's go. But okay, so I'm picking up also, this group, you're not a partier, but you like a vibe. You like to maybe go to like a close friend's house, y'all sit together, y'all smoke, y'all have a good time, and that's your equivalent to like going to the club for some people, you know. This group is just really, really chill. Okay, what is this about? So people are enamored by you just because you dang, like, so chill. Like, I can't even, I feel like being in your energy, I don't even feel like it's necessary for me to find a word other than chill, because you just know what I mean. For some of you, you might not even know. You have a calming presence. People really melt into your spaces. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. And this is definitely a depiction of you giving your energy to people to relax them. This is intentional sometimes, but I feel like most of the time it's unintentional. I feel like this group probably isn't even aware of how chill they come across to people, actually. Like, that's what this card is, like, all otherworldly vibes. Like, I'm hearing the suit of perfection, okay? The armor of perfection, right? External appearance is coming out here, like body, okay? Like, shapely. It doesn't mean like you have to be like, you don't have to be none of that. It's just something about the body. Whether you are skinny, short, tall, heftier, it don't even matter. It's something about your physical appearance that is simply drawing to people. And for those of you that dress more feminine and quite literally like to wear like dresses, like going out, I'm seeing like a really nice gown. I was going to say I'm seeing a really nice gown in your future, so I don't know, maybe someone needed to hear that. I'm hearing the term award shows and then me thinking of that gown, just like, Maybe some of you, I'm being brought to like events like the Met Gala and stuff. Like, actually, right now is New York Fashion Week. And like, I don't know why this is coming through right now. You guys just have something about your appearance is like otherworldly, and then you combine it with the lax part of you, and it's like, yo, where is this person from? Where, not even this person, where is this being from? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And usually I see this picture as this girl falling apart, but now it's almost as if I see her coming back together, coming back to center. And this is the effect that you have on people. It's like you kind of you grace their energy at a time when they feel like they're falling apart, and then when you come in, it's like they reverse that motion. They're like, hold up, interest peaked. Oh, I was about to say, for some of you, your gaze puts people like in a trance. Let's see. Let's get one more oracle card from here and move on. There's something about triangle shapes. Okay, for some of you, that was literally about pizza. I'm seeing a rhinoceros, a butterfly, some sort of dinosaur. Maybe someone was watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm hearing oompa, oompa, doopa dee doo. I'm hearing that. And then we have Lemuria creating heaven on earth. It's happening at the bottom of the deck. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like you seem to be aware of something that most people are not aware of, or you make people aware that something that they weren't aware of is occurring and now they are aware. There's like some sort of change that you signal in people's lives. Like, people feel like you come into their life and that means like something significant is going to happen, like something good is going to happen. I'm being brought to this post by Kevin Gates on his Instagram story. He doesn't post much, but I think it was an Instagram story, whatever. It was a short clip. And he was talking about how his barber told him that every time he leaves from cutting Kevin's hair, something amazing happens to him. You are this person. You are equivalent to Kevin Gates spiritually. All right. I'm also seeing a horse. Okay. The initiation. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. They're like, there's a start of something. Like, they're like, there's like something big is gonna happen. Like, they're like, yo, like this person is around, something good is gonna happen. Like, I'm expecting something good because I'm in this person's energy. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold from darkness into his marvelous light. Okay. Oh, and as I'm saying that, the age of light. Exactly. Okay, so big awakening energies here, guys. Big awakening energies here. Like, basically, you make people aware that they were asleep to something or many somethings. And like I said, you then make them realize that there is a reason here. I need to find my reason. I need to make my reason so that I can go do what they do. It's like just a line of just getting in line just to be woke. You wanna wake up? You don't even know what wake up means? Okay, get in line right here. Then they filter through the line, and then boom, they see the light. Minnetonkan is coming through. Ugh, guys, expect a miracle. I can't make this up. People, they just feel like you're a good luck charm. Like, you got the Jesus stamp on you. Like, this is not to say that you're perfect, obviously. There's no such thing. I'm quiet right now because there's a line. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's a line coming through right now. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to say that. Because, whatever. I'm gonna say it. When I said you have the Jesus stamp, and I said that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. The line that followed that was Jesus wasn't even perfect. He was in human form. Imperfect man. The two words come together. So no matter your belief system, okay, some people, just whatever. If you don't believe, that's fine. Just ignore this part. But what I'm saying here is you don't have to be perfect to be aligned with God's purpose for you. You're imperfect man, so how could you ever be perfect? If you were made perfectly imperfect. All right? Unconditional joy. And now I'm being brought to like this really deep, intimate, soft side of you. People just feel like you are like a warm hug or whatever they needed. I'm hearing that's it. So, wow, stay positive. Literally, this is how people view an angel that just drops in. Because remember, I talked about you coming in at the right time when they're falling apart. That's why there we go, savior complex. That term just came through. Savior complex. You might tend to have this effect on people. Basically, you helped them in some way where they felt like they quite literally were falling apart. Look at this perfect triangle. That's why the cards... Okay, that's why I was only told to pull 2 of these, because I kept focusing on this triangle here, and look at how it's centered. The Holy Trinity, okay? I'm hearing the Holy Trinity, and I'm hearing you are saved. Didn't I said something about triangles, bro. I did. People feel like coming into contact with you is proof that there is a higher power where they felt like there wasn't. That's why it's like this darkness into the light. Let's continue on. Why are people enamored by my group number 2s? There is a depth to you. When I say depth, I'm talking... You see how deep this... I love black stones because they're so deep. I love the color black because it's depth. It's the inclusion of all colors. All things exist in black. You have the depth of blackness. Okay, for some of you that's quite literal. But for others, this is energetic wise. I purposely closed the curtains a little bit and made sure the lighting was dim, and I'm noticing that it's coming in a little bit brighter in this reading. Let's go ahead and continue on my group number 2s. Why are people enamored by my group number 2s? Okay. All right, and we have decision at the bottom of the deck with Gemini energy and Mars. So, and the number 3. This is talking about applying yourself, okay? Put yourself into the game, but act like you want to win. So don't just be moving all willy-nilly and silly and jilly and shiz. No, we need you to move accordingly. Move how you want to be perceived. You want to be perceived as the best of, or this, or whatever you want to be perceived as. Be that right here, right now. Don't look forward to it in the future. Be the best version of you right now. Don't keep putting the little details to the side. Okay. Side message coming through here. For some of you, you feel like you are on the precipice of a breakthrough, and you want to give everything your all. You want to put your all into stuff, but you're like, maybe I should wait until I get to this point to give it my all. Tomorrow isn't promised. So give it your all today, and just trust that, Lord willing, you make it. You live a long, beautiful life. You make it to see the fruits of that. But just give it your all every day. What are these? Are these? Yeah, they're freaking diamonds. That's why I kept staring at them. Like, as I was talking to you guys the whole time here, all I was doing was staring in this little corner right here. And it was kind of far, so I couldn't really tell. But my mind just subconsciously knew I was looking at something precious. Life. Something beautiful. Okay. All right, let's get into it. The number 3 coming out again. Now we have Venus, Flattery, Gemini. So heavy on the Gemini energy coming through here. So we're talking about big duality here. All right. And I think that that's trying of the triangle situation that we keep coming to, because duality, both parts of you make up the base. Both parts of you meaning light and dark, femme, mass, all right? And then that's your true connection to source. You've got access to both sides of you. You've recognized you for who you are. And that is why you're saved. You live in truth. That's why people are enamored by you, because you speak truths that most would not be comfortable with saying. Most would not be comfortable with living these truths. For some of you, you may identify with the LGBTQ plus community, and people look at you and are like, yo, that takes bravery. And it does. It really, really does. But you do it so well. It's something about the way that you live in your truths that inspires others to live in theirs. That's the quickest stamp that I could put on this reading, but it's so much deeper than that. Okay, so let me just come on. So we have Gemini, Flattery, Venus, number 3. And then we have the number 9, Enthusiasm, the Sun, Sagittarius. I'm hearing, not afraid to fly, might be crazy, but have I told you lately? That's Victorious, okay? Shout out to you if you knew that right off the bat. You're the only reason why I'm not afraid to fly. Might be crazy, but have I told you lately that I love you? You're the only reason that I'm not afraid to. People are enamored by you because of the gratitude that they have for you. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. Getting into the last bit of this reading, the color purple is really standing out here, and that just made me think of the movie, The Color Purple. And then I just picked up purple cards. Crown chakra, big crown chakra energy coming out here. So something important is about to come through. So get your ass in the car and come through. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why has it been so long? That's Drake come through. Ooh, the tower. Didn't I say something's about to come through? I said something's about to come through and then the freaking tower comes out here. This is what I'm talking about. Like, people are like, yo, like, I just made something click. I just realized something. With peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. You're like, yo, I just learned a lesson because of this person. This person just taught me this. I know I'm about to be blessed. You get people excited for life. And I was about to say, over and over I tried, but then I was also getting, on and on. So just constantly giving people life, dropping gems. This is why people are enamored by you, all right? Let's see. Closing card. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, give this video a thumbs up. Get ready to prepare yourself for your section number 2 on your best and worst qualities to add to this reading. Okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. thegoddessoftheunknown.com. And express yourself. I don't know why that just came through. Okay. Closing card for my group number 2 is Rose Quartz. Wow. Right on time. It's like, wow. It's like people feel like you come into their life and they're like, okay, I could call on a blessing now. Ooh, look, judgment. It's like you ignite people's spiritual capacity, abilities, comprehension. Like, it's like you're just zapping people with rainbow lights everywhere you go. And for some of you, if you are a part of the LGBTQ community, that's funny. Okay? But no, like, just light. Good intentions. Good intentions that are earth-shattering, groundbreaking, but in such a magnificent way. Look at that, the Queen of Wands. You're highly thought of. I'm hearing highly treasured and highly favored. I just heard they putting respect on your name. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave your reading right here, and you go ahead and hop into your part 2 reading. Let's get into group number 3. Alright, so group number 3, if you aligned with red, the color red and red carnelian, then this is your reading. And I was getting the 3rd stage of grief. And I had to look that up, but apparently it is bargaining. This is the point in time where the individual most likely will try to bargain. The negotiation stage is where the individual may try to bargain or make a deal because they realize what they're about to lose out on here. So let's see, how does this relate to my group number 3s? Why are people enamored by them? If I had to just go off the dome, I would absolutely say that this tells me that you know your worth. You would rather be alone than to be surrounded by individuals that are bad company. Exercise is key. You have a routine. You are comfortable doing things a certain way. And this does not mean that you're not open to change. You absolutely are, but there are some things that you just know that you need in order to function. And if someone does not naturally align with this or does not naturally accept this or try to, so if they don't even try to fit in or understand or negotiate, or that's what it is, you're really good about making a deal with people. You will cut a really good deal with someone, but there are some points that you say, I cannot let up here, but I can here, and here. And if they're okay with that, then we can make this work. Like, we could work this out. Exercise is key. We could work this out. So it's your boundaries in your life that it make people look at you in awe. Like, they're like, this person is literally telling me what they want and what they don't want and what they will accept and what they won't accept. Like, it's kind of confusing to people to come across someone who knows what they want. Okay, so this is why people are enamored by you, is because you know what you want, you know what you need, and you just don't F with anything outside of that realm. Now, again, this is not to say that you don't have an open mind. These are non-negotiables. Thank you for that word, Spirit. These are your non-negotiables. Look, alternative medicine, okay? We're like, look, if we want to make this work, we could try a million different ways, but I will not be letting up here. And XYZ, okay? Like, you keep things very clear, concise, and to the point. You help to clear people's minds of like all the long talking too. Like, you really aren't with the long talking. You like to get straight to the point. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, people are just in awe of how you don't beat around the bush with anything, okay? Like, whatever needs to be said, you say it, especially if you know that, look, it's of the light, if it's something good. I would like to point out that every individual depicted here is an angel, okay? So this is, and my eyes just went to benefit. I feel like you are willing to break a deal where both sides benefit. You are honest, straightforward, to the point, and organized. Bottom of the deck energy. Jesus is a divine healer. Dear Jesus, thank you for divine healing power and presence. You have to know yourself to be a healer. A healer doesn't just naturally heal everything under an umbrella. A healer heals what they have healed. That's the only way to do it. In order to get to it, you got to go through it, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you've been dragged through the mud, and whatever the case may be, whatever the situation may be, maybe you weren't even dragged through the mud. Maybe you just naturally know what you want, all right? But either way, you just seem to have this light way path kind of like right in front of you. You kind of know, it's like this energy of you just kind of know something. You kind of know more than the average Joe, if you will. And this is enamoring to people. Your consistency, your reliability. This doesn't reflect in a negative way, like, oh, people feel like they could take advantage of you. No, like, this is, people are like, this person, all you have to do is ask them. They already know what they're doing for the next 2 weeks, what they did the last 2 weeks, and they're probably planning the following 2 weeks after that. It's like your organizational skills allow things to kind of like pan out perfectly. You would be a great like party planner or designer, okay? We have Venetian energy coming through here with lust and Aries. So this is talking about desires and what we want. Okay, I'm hearing what I want, I shall get. And then again, this is that same thing. One, the selfishness, about the self. And selfish is not a bad word. We need to stop making it seem like it is. Selfish is not a bad word, okay? Like this is what I'm talking about. Exaltation. The moon, Taurus energy. This is just talking about keeping your auric field cleansed. You put yourself first to that point. You're selfish to that point. What you need is what you need in order to feel good, to feel nourished, to feel cleansed, to be able to go on in life. Look at that devotion. Saturn to balance out Libra, the highs and the lows through this life. You, 7, that clear path of light that I was talking about is your self-care. Your path of boundaries. This is the path that you follow more than anything. It's like, this is what I'm seeing here right now, is someone like flying above, just as this person is here, and right in front of you, literally right in your direct line of sight, is just this line of sunbeams like that are coming straight out of your eyes. So when you keep focused on the front, there's nothing but sunbeams, just a straight line of sunbeams leaving your eyes. And that is your path of keeping your energy cleansed. Excuse me, your path of self-care, your path of what you need in order to not be a shitty person to other people, okay? Quite honestly, because when your cup is not full, you tend to be a shittier version of yourself. And so your eye is focused on this ray of sunshine, your path to light. And if you even glance in another direction, you can kind of like lose sight. Like, you have realized that for you have to stick to a specific routine. You have to do something to an exact science in order for you to function, for not only your own well-being, but for others as well, for everyone that you interact with. This card wants to come out here, the Death card. Look at that. I like to look at self-care routines, however that may be defined to you, but I look at self-care routines as resurrection routines. Like, it's literally you bringing life back to yourself. You do not give in that area at all. In whatever way you need to give life to yourself, you do not negotiate in that department at all. All right? Like, honestly, for some of you, I'm seeing like real bosses right now. Okay, like for some of you, you have like a 9 to 5, like where you dress in like a suit, and I'm seeing like a real, like, this suit is fitted, hunty. Whether you're masculine or femme, this suit is fitted, like it's tailored, it looks good, it's pinstriped. Okay, it's this and that and the third. All right. And what I'm seeing is you setting the boundaries to say, like, look, I don't get out of bed before 9 a.m. So I'll be here at 11, and just know that I won't be leaving until about 10. You know, you set the boundary to say, like, look, I may not get here when you want me to, but I'm going to get the ish done before the day is over. Okay? 6 of Pentacles. I'll show you where I'll give, and you can decide if that works for you. And if not, I'll just be on about my way. This is a negotiation where people realize that if I don't agree to this right here that they have laid out right in front of me, I lose them. And the thing is that you have a lot to offer. Ooh, 9 of Cups. Come on, selfish. Not a bad word. Selfish is not a bad word. All right. And the Queen of Swords. Come on. I'm not selfish. I just know what I need. And I'm literally seeing like this queen saying, like, look, this is best for you and I that I don't come in before 9 a.m. because if I do, you're not going to like me. Like, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this group, okay? So this is why people are enamored by you, is just your directness. Okay, look, thank you, Red Carnelian. You know your base needs. Okay, now I'm being brought to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Lord, was it Maslow? Oh, I don't know. Now I gotta look it up. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Okay, I used to do well in psychology, but the names, your physiological needs, you know what you need as an individual. Let's see. I want to look at this. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Physiological needs: air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction, in the way that you need, in the lump sums that you need, that you desire, okay? Like, now, this is not to say that you have to compare it exactly that way, but it's like you take Maslow's hierarchy of needs and then you mold it into, insert your name here's hierarchy of needs. You've created one of these for yourself, and that bottom row is non-negotiable. Like, we can negotiate with everything outside of these lines. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Before we close out, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if it resonated in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. If you enjoyed this video enough to leave a little virtual tip, there is a virtual tip jar in the description box as well. Always appreciated, never required, okay? Bottom of the deck energy for you: Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. And in order to represent all of these things, you have to know yourself. Okay, let's start there. You have to know yourself. And what I mean by know yourself, that means that you have to have healed these parts of yourself. Because you wouldn't know what you needed until you gave it to yourself and realized this was one of the missing pieces to the puzzle. And so now that I figured that out, I can never live without this thing. It's not an addiction. Well, maybe it is, but it's a healthy one. If you want to be addicted to exercising one time every single day for 30 minutes to an hour, fine. That's the best thing that you could probably do for yourself. So do it. You get what I'm saying? It's like you have found your healthy habits and you do not budge. And this is why people are enamored by you. So get ready for your part 2 to find out your best and worst habits to add to this reading. I'm not really sure what's expected to come out there because I don't really know about worst. But that was a title that came through to me, and you know, I am obedient. So I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with these last 2 cards. I'm excited. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed your energy. Wow. Yes. Take a break. Boss, I will come in at 11 and I will not leave until the job is done. You say 11:59 is my deadline every single day, I got you. I got you. But I just need my time. It was so great joining you today. I hope you enjoyed. Leave love in the comment section down below. All that good stuff in the description box. And let's go ahead and get into your part 2. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off with part 1 for group number 4. Hello to my group number 4's Amethyst. This has been an amazingly interesting reading, okay? Amethyst, let's find out why people are enamored by you. Okay, so I am hearing course or chorus. Okay, so this could be about singing, music in general, or the tone of your voice. So one thing coming through here is voice for Amethyst. Okay, I just heard the way that you voice your opinion, and Amethyst is connected to that crown chakra. So it's like the way that you express your thoughts. I'm hearing the way that you always say what you're thinking, okay? I'm hearing the way that you can always see it coming. Now I'm hearing, you can see into the future. Think that life will be a breeze. angel from a distance, yeah. That's the Raven theme song. But it's not that easy. Oh no. Okay, anyways, this card wants to come out first. Alright, so we have inspiration. Mercury, Piscean energy. With you, you dream it, you see it, you feel it, and then it becomes. Ooh, you become. Okay, look at that. You become. You apply yourself. The way that you combine inspiration with action. I'm hearing the way that you act on a whim. So a lot of you may go through with something at the last minute, quite often. Optimism, and it always turns out better than even anticipated because you didn't set up expectations. People are enamored by you by the way that you just kind of jump in and adjust as you go. Empathy here, and somehow you still manage to do it in a way that makes you come across as like you know what's going on. Like you'll be in a new situation, like you've never experienced this before, but you make it look easy, and then you give others advice. Even though you're a noob, in a sense, to the situation or to the place or to these people, you are well respected by the way you just kind of jump in and make it happen. Laughter is the best medicine. And you're not afraid to laugh at yourself when you do it. That's nice. That's the key to it, is that not only do you move, but when you might have a little hiccup in the plan or things just don't really work out, like you laugh it off and you move forward. We have a lot of Piscean energy, but just a lot of water energy. So I am picking up this depth, like I just see someone like literally diving in head first into your knowledge, into your mind. Okay, it's like your mind is equivalent to the ocean here. There's a lot to explore. Leave a stressful situation behind. I'm also seeing that you have a tendency to kind of like act on a whim. This doesn't just apply to what I was talking about with the dreams. This is like just real life situations here. You tend to live life on the edge, is how some people would describe it. Or even if you feel like you kind of play it safe, you put a little pizzazz on it. Like you have a signature, you have a style. So another thing as to why people are enamored by you is like you don't even have to put your name on the artwork, but they know that it's yours. Okay, not literally artwork, but whatever. Have faith. It could be artwork for some. And the reason why you're not afraid to jump is literally what this card says, is because you have faith. That's why you're able to laugh at yourself. That's why you're able to follow through with things. There's this energy of like people feel like you adjust to things quickly, or you get over things quickly, or you move through things easily. It all stems from you simply applying yourself to situations like I was talking about. You see a new reality for yourself, and then you start moving in a way that you would if you were in that reality. And you always act as if it's already yours. People feel like you step in confidence with a lot of things that you do. Improving health. This is giving me a lot of solar plexus energy, so just life in general. Like, people are enamored by the energy that you have. For some of you, you are like gym rats. Like you work out a lot, you lift weights or yoga, Pilates, I'm hearing. I'm hearing some of you surf, and then like laser tag, paintball. There's some sort of water sport that's being mentioned here that's not water polo, but I don't know. Okay. These cards want to come out. Okay. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. I hate to repeat, but did I not say this? You jump into something not knowing where it'll get you, but you go along with it anyway. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. You are coming across as this energy that is like a spoiled brat in the spiritual realm, not in a negative way, but just that when you leap, there's always someone there to catch you. Your spiritual guides, your spirit team will never let you fall. Wow, the crumbling, but they will let things fall away. They'll never let you fall, but they will allow the things around you to fall away. They keep you grounded. You come across as very grounded to people. This is another thing that has them enamored. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan, as I was just talking about, being grounded, foundations. I'm hearing laying it out, and then I'm seeing someone like creating a game plan. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Tower, Judgment, and the Two of Wands wants to come out to talk to you, which these cards came out in another group. Like these exact 3 cards came out. And this is just a message. I'm hearing calling you to the front of the line. What does that mean? The Magician here. Maybe you're calling in something. You're manifesting something. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Some of you are manifesting a new idea or a new beginning. You're venturing out on something new. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles here. Maybe like a new experiment, okay? This could be something that you've experienced in the past, but you've never gone past a certain point, but you go past a certain point with something, and it pays off, okay? But that was a side message. Anyway, why are people enamored by my group number 4? So you guys get ready to head on into part 2. Where you can find out your best and worst qualities. I'm not really sure what is supposed to come out in that reading because I don't really agree with the term worst in the title, but that's a statement that came to me for Pick a Card. Part 2. My goodness, this throat chakra here. But yeah, we'll see what comes out there, so get ready for part 2. If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. Check out the links in the description box to check out my other channels, and let's go. Wow. Is that really all it took? The World, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the energy of finally completing this. Now I can step into the next cycle, the next portal. Wow. And as I say that, Ace of Cups, something about newness. Seems like you always are stepping into something new, or you always have something new, or you're always doing something new. For some of you, it's a new car. Wow. Okay, so the Three of Wands fell directly on top of the Knight of Pentacles. So this is you like knocking at opportunity's door, and finally someone hears you knocking. Wow, the star at the bottom of the deck here. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Some of you have been struck with like a good idea, but there was something that you felt was lacking, like there was some form of inadequacy. Or you wanted to be able to do it on your own. There's something coming in to alleviate that situation for you. But let's get your last tarot card. Why are people enamored by my group number 4s? You guys really focus on business. Like you guys are really focused on like yourself, personal development, because like those kind of side messages come through in your message way more than any other group. Like you guys are really busy and like always moving, always changing. Wow, the Empress. You're like that busy pregnant woman that everyone's like so worried about, like, hey, go sit down, you know, like you're that one. The Knight of Wands, you're always moving. People feel like you're always stepping into something new as you're like blazing a trail through the things that you've completed. Like you blaze through trails, but you enter them very slowly. Once you get acquainted with the situation, person, place, or a thing, you are in there. You are confident. You are flying. But at the door, you are quiet, curious. Okay? So there was a lot that came through for you guys. There's a lot of dynamic energy here, a lot of duality. I did talk about that. You imagine something, then you step into that energy that would align with that imagined place. So you're just really good about transforming, transmuting your energy, and you put it in the right places is something that's coming through here too. So go ahead and get ready for your part 2 to find out your best and worst qualities, and we'll see what this worst is that we speak of. Part 2, your best and worst qualities. Okay, so let me turn up the brightness here, but Spirit has made it clear that this reading is to show us how our light attributes equate to the amount of shadow that is within us as well. We have group number 1, rose quartz. Group number 2, we have red carnelian with this beautiful little stone that I do not know the name of. And group number 3, we have this bloodstone with amethyst. And what this reading is meant to do is to shine light on the great parts of you and the parts of you that may need a little attention. So this is some shadow work. So please be wary that if you're not ready to hear these messages, don't listen. You don't have to take it, all right? So pause the screen if needed, and let's get started. Best and worst qualities. Let's see, what is the tea? What is Spirit trying to bring to the light for you? My rose quartz lovelies. Come on. I'm hearing there's a lot to be healed here, okay? Alright, so for your best qualities, we're going to use these oracle cards. For the worst qualities, we are going to pull tarot. So let's get 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom. For those that select group number 1 of part 2, your best qualities. Bottom of the deck, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Alright, so I'm picking up a fierceness. Alright? A fierceness in the sense that you are highly motivated and highly motivating to others. But with this fierceness, this light, this fire, comes the burn sometimes. Okay, let's get the worst qualities to clarify. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. That lion fierceness that I was talking about. Lion. This is more Pharaoh, I believe. But like I was saying, with that comes the burn, which I'm getting this energy of someone who can be a little self-centered in the sense that we want attention more than we give it. Okay? Let's see. Your best qualities. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Your ability to inspire people, to lift people up. Your ability to assist. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You're really good about giving your energy where it is desired. I was going to say needed, but I'm going to say desired. There's like a magnetism about your light, your energy. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? It's almost as if you are doing what you feel called to do, even though you would much rather kind of sit in the shadows here. So I am getting this energy of a nobleman, okay? No matter your gender, just someone who is noble, someone who does things for the greater good. Someone who is all about others and expansion. This is the light side. Now let's see this shadow and see how this wants to be expressed. The King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is sitting beneath the Great Gathering, and I'm getting this energy of like dictatorship, okay? The Three of Swords coming out with boundaries. I'm seeing communication barriers, errors, exchanges, like we're on one frequency and you're on another, but we're trying to understand each other. But I am picking up a tendency to unintentionally question someone's intelligence or belittle their perspective. And not because you want to bring them down, but because you stand so firm in your own capabilities, your own ideas, your Five of Pentacles, yes. Yeah. So this is the tongue, I got slick words for that group. Just as upbeat, uplifting, and inspiring is the complete opposite, which is what I talk about a lot on this channel, is that there is just as much light as there is dark, which is what this reading was meant to reflect. I'm seeing here is that Spirit's calling us to realize how our strengths are also our greatest weaknesses, and it's what we do with them, how we mold ourselves with them, how we train ourselves to exist with them. That's what says it all. Okay, I do want to get a closing card for you guys. So this is the message of acceptance. To accept your highs with your lows, if you will, because they're all parts of you. So leave a stressful situation behind, and don't worry yourself about being perfect. Just focus on being uniquely you. When it's coming from the heart, nothing can go wrong, okay? Yes, Three of Swords coming in here with the Five of Pentacles. There is like this I'm hearing like a ruling fist, like an iron fist kind of energy that comes out every now and then. Warrior woman, sword, someone who's very analytical, introspective, and when it comes to relationships, especially with the self, which is why leave a stressful situation is coming out here, because I feel like you are being called to kind of lighten up on yourself, especially because then you will naturally lighten up on others. And as I said that, I'm reading willingness to take good care of myself. Bottom of the deck, have faith. So this group, you are being called to kind of loosen up a bit, to not be so serious, especially in the connections to whoever this group comes through as. This could be your friend group, this could be your family, this could be the dynamic between you and your siblings, this could be the dynamic between you and a following, this could be the dynamic between you and any living thing. But you're just being called to lighten the load by simply not expecting so much of yourself and just appreciating what is. I feel like, again, that iron fist, you guys are really big on getting ish done. And that is amazing, but don't stress yourself to death, quite literally. Don't pick yourself apart. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here, but you're definitely being called to integrate rose quartz into your life at this time, most definitely, because, again, lighten the load for you and others. I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here, and I guess this is all Spirit wanted to come through with your best and worst qualities, all right? What is worst, anyways? What is best, even? So leave love in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video enough to leave a virtual tip, there is a tip jar in the description box, and if you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box. Let's get into the next group. And for those that selected this red carnelian with this beautiful stone that I do not know the name of yet, this is your reading, group number 2 for part 2. And I'm hearing news of delivery. I was also getting another storyline earlier. What was it? Ah, yes. A prolonged journey through the unknown, the darkness, just a lot of confusion here, which is interesting that you have red carnelian in the stone that's like black. I really see this as very earthy, getting back to basics, getting down to the nitty-gritty here. So let's see, what are your best and worst qualities? I'm noticing that Spirit has come through to give this reading a whole new spin on what is best and worst, and showing how what is your best is your strength, but is also the opposite of your worst and your weakness. Okay, so it's almost to put into perspective that there is just as much light as there is dark in any given scenario, even within yourself. And so this is just to show that you do not have to be perfect to be accepted, to be loved, to be kind, to be caring to yourself and others. It's also this energy of realizing that there's just as much light as there is dark best qualities as there are worst qualities, but we have a tendency to focus on the negativity. So let's go ahead and get your 3 cards up top for your best qualities. We have hydration at the bottom of the deck. You know what? You're right. Let me sip some water. Y'all heard me gulp? I hope not. Ciao. Okay. And for the worst qualities, I will be getting these tarot cards clarified. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So I am getting a lot of vulnerability coming through here, okay? So I'm picking up on a softness, a soft masculine energy is what's coming through for me, actually. A man that is in tune with his emotions, comfortable with expressing them all in healthy manners, okay, in a healthy way. This is the best part of you, the way that you express yourself. So now let's see if I'm picking up on this correctly. I think that the worst quality is probably going to be your tendency to hold things in, hold things back, to not say things, okay? Let's see your best qualities coming through. So we have Jesus, the divine healer. I just find that interesting as I was talking about a soft masculine energy, and then Jesus comes out, someone who's understanding of the self. Jesus knew himself. Forgiveness heals. Wow. And the fact that you have Jesus coming out with forgiveness here, I'm seeing this tendency to take pity on people, but I'm seeing that this can be your best and worst, like that double-edged sword, because you might see the best in someone that may not deserve that lens that you're seeing them through. And then we have a massage. This is my card of self-care and treatment and all things you. So, okay, yeah, that's what it is. You're very forgiving. You have a tendency to let things go, like live and let live, you know, like let bygones be bygones. But what is too forgiving? What is forgiveness when it no longer helps you heal, but it's actually hurting you? Let's see your worst qualities. The Hermit coming out here. So I'm getting a lot of, there's a tendency for you to become overly self-reflective, overly critical of yourself because of the way that your forgiving ways allow others to kind of step all over you. Wow. Ten of Swords. I'm getting this energy of someone like thinking themselves into a black hole, like just this abyss, this rabbit hole, because of something that someone said. Like, I feel like someone will accuse you of like being a certain way or saying something, and you just, it destroys you. The Page of Cups. And you don't even see that. It's just their shadows trying to get into your way, like trying to blind your view. Because deep down, you're this Page of Cups energy, this soft, kind, free, loving, forgiving energy. But because of that, there's a lot of people that try to take advantage of this. But I'm seeing that you're growing, quite literally growing into a version of yourself that knows how to balance the two, that knows how to live through the heart space, but knows how to put the self first. That's why we have Carnelian coming out here for you. I don't know, this this stone right here is just making me think of like myself. Like the summary of you in an eggshell, in a nutshell. I don't know why I said in an eggshell. That's not a saying, is it? Anyways, let's go ahead and get your closing cards. Actually, let's get one closing card. No, two closing cards for you. We have escape, Mars energy with Pisces, and influence. Wow. Yo. Okay, so Pisces, I'm thinking subconscious mind. There's a tendency to allow people's shadow talk to turn into your mind chatter. You have a tendency to allow people's actions or words, they use you as a scapegoat. I'm seeing here, like they'll say something, narc energy for real, they'll say something that makes you look like the bad guy when you really were just the good citizen trying to help. Submission here, and it's because of this softness that people see, because of this forgiving energy that you have here. But again, I am seeing growth with every relationship, every encounter with people. I'm seeing that you're learning from that, you're growing from that, and you're not allowing the next one to do you anyway like the last one, if that makes sense. You're learning from your mistakes here, so that's all you really can do. And just know that karma is real, honey. Karma is real, and these people that do these things, they get it even when you don't even know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading right here. Oh my gosh. The throat chakra here is, I'm hearing you're being called to speak your piece more often. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that right there because I could go on and on, but feel free to leave love in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and if you would like to give a monetary donation, there is a virtual tip jar in the description box. Book a personal reading, the very first link in the description box. But let's get into the third and final group for part 2. And if you selected amethyst and this bloodstone, then this is your reading. So there's this energy coming through here about ego, about doing things for attention here. Okay. Whether this is, it's someone, either your energy or someone else's energy, that uses people for publicity, for to be seen. Either someone is doing this to you or you are doing this to someone. All right, we're doing best and worst qualities to see what messages are meant to come out here. I'm seeing that this reading is kind of expressing through spirit how there is just as much light as there is darkness within us all, and sometimes our greatest weakness is also our greatest strength, and how that is usually the message that comes through in these readings today. All right, so 1, 2, 3, best qualities. Bottom of the deck, we have idealism with the sun and Aquarius. Big 11th house. So that's literally talking about exposure to the world on a large scale, for recognition, being the one that stands out. Okay. Now let's see. Wow. This one wants to go here. Okay. Very interesting layout. Okay. 7 of Wands. All right. So this is a call from your shadow saying, how far will you go for it? Will you break moral code for it? So your shadow attribute is coming out first here, the worst quality. I feel like this is for most of you. This is the potential to step outside of your own boundaries. Not that it has occurred yet, but it's like been so many close calls. It's like, okay, so then what is the boundary, if there is one? These cards want to come out at the same time in the same exact way as the negative attributes. So let's see the positive. Wow. Revenge and resistance. I just keep hearing, how far are you willing to go? I'm seeing that this is for like material wealth. So it's like, yeah, I hate the energy to come out this way, but it is. It's like, yeah, this person's a go-getter, this person will do this, will drive for that, will do this and that, but the question is, what won't they do for success? What won't they do for this? What won't they? Where is the line drawn? What won't they do to prove somebody wrong? So, all right, you might not like this group, all right? But Spirit's just really calling us back to center, to ask us, who are we doing all this for? Is it out of spite? Or is this because we want to? It's like, yeah, you've got all the goodies, you got all the ideas, you've got the guts, you've got the discipline, but what's the fuel? All right, let's get into this. What is this? Power. Wow. Power, the moon and Scorpio. Ooh, the devil. Guys, I can't make it up. All right. So, yes, you are hardworking. You can dominate a room. You can build a home from the ground up, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be luxurious. It'll be this and be that. But who did you step on to get there? Who, not even step on. For some, it's who did you leave behind, or who did you ditch, or who did you turn on? And it's like this energy of, how can I describe this? Over minor disputes or things that we might have not wanted to change about ourselves, so we ran from the person. All right, Spirit. I ain't come here to yell at people cheering. I didn't. All right, so let's get a closing message, a positive message for Spirit to close out with here. But this is just a call to recognize that there's a part of you that lusts after power, and power comes in with all of the other things, you know? And we're just being called to set boundaries so that we can know what we should and shouldn't say yes to before the opportunity even falls in our lap. Wow. Break the chain, as we have the devil here. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. When I saw ancestral patterns, I started thinking of war and enslavement, where those that are enslaved would turn on their family members for their own gain, their own benefit. It's just calling you to be sure that you set boundaries on, what do you mean when you say that you will get it by any means? Imrama? Where are you being called to journey to? That's what I'm saying. It's calling all this question to, where are you going? Why are you going there? Does it feel right to you? It's a lot of questions flowing to you at this time. All right? This is getting real about who we truly are at the core, not who we've been turned into from our traumas. Let me just get just one more. Okay, two more. Two more. Wow. Wow, they just flew out like that. Alternative medicine. The two cards fell out. They just conveniently came out together. Wow. Divine intervention, just say yes. Excuse me, I haven't sneezed in a reading all day today, so take that as confirmation. I'm picking up on something right now, though. Give me a second. There's something or somehow or some way that you can move on love here, and it's requiring you to quite literally just say yes to love. This is shifting the focus from like, oh, I must defy my enemies by succeeding, to turning that energy inward and say, I must succeed because I want to achieve my dreams. This is a call to open your heart up to forgiveness and to new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new thought processes. Definitely, I have to stress that. But this is spiritual reconstruction, and you're being called to just say yes to quite literally shift the desires of your heart here, is what I'm getting. There's a saying in the Bible, I'm not sure what the scripture is, but when you align with the Lord and you pray for what it is that you want, you pray for alignment with what the Lord desires for you, for what your purpose is and why you were created. And once you pray this, the desires of your heart will change to align with what it is that you're meant to be doing. So you may naturally find yourself not wanting to go certain places, not wanting to be with certain people, and not wanting to do this, that, and the third, because you're literally being rewired to step into this more abundant version of yourself. Because greater abundance comes from love. It's like, yeah, you can manifest from a place of envy, greed, jealousy, revenge. Okay, you can do that, but it won't breed as beautiful a garden as love could. So if you stuck with me here, more power to you, because I don't even know if I could have listened to this. Like, if I come to a tarot reading and you try to come and tell me some shiz like this, bro, that would really get to me. But I would be grateful for it. So if this was your reading, much love, many blessings to you. Give this video a thumbs up if you feel like it was the truth, all right? If you recognize it as the truth. This yes card says, Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me to trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. All right, so you are drifting into alignment with a more heart-based truth as opposed to a flesh-based truth, a vengeful truth. All right, So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading right here. If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box, all that good stuff. If you'd like to leave a virtual tip, there is a tip jar in the description box as well. And until next time, take care. Bye. I'll take you. I'll take you.